How's it going? What's up? How is life? Oh my goodness. They keep I don't know, I used to finish my work day at 5 and then I'd have like an hour or so to I don't know, to get food and get drinks and relax before I did the stream at 6. But like, oh my goodness. Recently, there people just come and ask questions like right at 5 o'clock. And then, I want to answer because I want to help people out, but then I get stuck there, and then yeah. But we're here, we're alive, things are good. Let's hop into the actual thing. There it goes. Awesome. How's it going, MCX? How you doing? Um, you like my tunnel? I'm very happy with the tunnel. I need to drop my night vision. There we go. Ooh, it's a dark tunnel. I like it though. It's kind of fun. I think there's a lot of neat things we can do under there. I could even. It's possible we could have some buildings and stuff that have like maybe windows or something down there or something cool. I don't know. Or even just like I don't know. The easy thing that comes to mind is like having like I don't know, restrooms or something that empty out into the tunnel. Oh my goodness, gross. But also maybe appropriate for the setting. Um, yeah, Bart was on earlier today, and like, look at all these buildings. I love this. This is like the perfect scene right here. Let's set the picture. Yeah. Well, I think the idea with the boats is that most of the boats, I don't think there'd be many boats that would actually take that way all the way to the to the ocean, because I don't think most boats would fit through like under that bridge or through this like weird little, like, that's a really sharp turn for a boat. So I think that the vast majority of boats would actually come through here. Bart's got like her little drawbridge right there. And the boats would come this way, and if you needed to drop off cargo and stuff, you'd do so somewhere over here. We're gonna have some docks, I think. Realistically, there are not a lot of boats that come down this way because this river only goes into the mountains. So this isn't the big one that goes to the lake. That's a different river. This is just a little small one. So it'd mostly be passenger kind of boats, I think. And they wouldn't need to go all the way to the ocean. I mean, I don't know if you've. Well, I mean, I don't know if you've spent much time near the ocean, but it turns out that that you need a different kind of boat to go in the ocean than you do to go in like rivers and lakes and stuff. Freshwater versus saltwater, and then also just the boat itself. Ocean boats have to hold up a little bit better because the ocean has got big waves. You don't get big waves in rivers and stuff. So the boats that came through here, I don't think any boats would honestly come all the way through here. Maybe like some like little boats, but not nothing too large. I think all the big boats would kind of come here, unload their stuff, and it would kind of travel by cart inland. Yeah, it's difficult to tell with all this stuff. What is that? Oh, Finn's revamping things, I guess. Interesting. I'm not using the skin that you sent me yet. I need to get that loaded in. I haven't had time. I literally, like, I logged off of work. I signed out and everything. I went downstairs, used the restroom, grabbed a bottle of water, and now I'm here. So I haven't had time for any of that stuff yet. But I'll get it loaded up at some point. We'll find some time. Maybe I'll do it after this stream. Yeah, no, this place is gonna be really, really pretty. Very, very excited to see how it goes. Yeah, I like these. I'm really liking some of these fields too. The little leafy looking things, nice, neat, orderly rows and all that. Also, we're starting to get some buildings going up in this area. These are cute. I'm pretty sure these are all Richard. Maybe some of them Bart. These are looking nice. We got the beginnings of some streets and town square and stuff. I like that little bridge. That's kind of nice. So things are coming together. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I was gonna be up to today. Also, this looks like a lighting glitch because that seems weirdly dark. Let's see if we can fix this. Let's see. That fixes things. I mean, I guess it could just be a shadow. Where's the sun? Could be a shadow. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it either way. Yeah, I know, right? It took a little while, and he said that Bart had to help him. Bart had to teach him her small building ways. They look good, right? They are. They're very Richard, but they're Richard on a smaller scale. Like this one feels like just a very small version of that, you know. I like them. They're cute. It's just funny. But yeah, it's fun stuff. We're gonna set it back to noon. For some reason, like the day, even though I think it's supposed to be dawn, it always reminds me of like sunset, and it makes me sleepy. Which is kind of a weird thing. It just does. I don't know. Oh my goodness. I want to do some work on Stone's Rest today. That was going to be, I think, the main plan, is to come through here and kind of just better define this landscape. You can see I've flattened some of this stuff out, which is good. But I want to paint some of this dirt so that it's not these aren't dirt hills. I don't want these to be dirt hills. These need to be stone hills. Maybe we'll do some work on these cliffs too, because no one else is doing it. So that would be good. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to focus on today. Trying to set myself some clear, concise goals as far as, you know, what it is I work on and when. So I don't stretch myself too thin, because I think there's a lot to do, and I have a tendency to try and do everything all at once, which is not so good. So let's see here. Let's go back into creative mode. Let's get this. Let's see. Tall grass. Ferns. Large ferns. Probably need to include flowers. I don't know if we need to really include flowers. That might be okay without flowers. Yeah, this should be fine for now. This will get rid of all the grass. We can add the flowers as we go. But I do just want to get rid of... Actually, you know what? This can be 8 now. I increased the maximum brush size. I forgot about that. It's going to be very helpful. Oh. Actually, I probably also want to add snow to this. Because I'm not a big fan of the snow. Yeah, you're right. The golden hour is cozy. What kind of flowers are these? Because these things are everywhere too. This is a dandelion. That makes sense. Let's go over here. Did I spell dandelion? Looks like it. Yep. Alright, let's clear all this grass. Don't want any of it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna clear out grass over here as well. Because I think that ultimately, what's gonna happen with a lot of this stuff, azure bluets and cornflowers. Cornflower. This will just yeah, it's hard to terraform with the grass, you know. That's not enjoyable. The grass makes weird little, because it treats grass just like it treats regular blocks. So you end up with like weird bits of grass like underground and stuff, which is just not what you want. It's not what you want at all. What are these? I think these are oxeye daisies, huh? Oxeye daisy. Right. Goodbye oxeye daisies. If we keep doing this, we'll eventually just have all the flowers on this brush mask, which I should also probably copy at some point and put into a file somewhere so that I can just copy it from there later. So I don't have to type this all out again. What is this? This is a poppy? Yeah. Poppy. Alright. Is it just me, or do trees keep growing, or did we just not get rid of all the trees? Because I swear we got rid of all the trees, but there's like trees over here. I don't remember that being the case. You know, I guess we can just, why not? Can we do this? No, that won't work. Okay. That's fine. Leaves. Oops. Oak. Log. That's fine. This is just gonna be our cleaning brush. No, it's all good. I'm not worried about it. It's just because it's not even that, like, I don't mind at all that that you forgot them. I don't remember them being here. I could have sworn that I looked around and, like, I was like, oh yeah, there's definitely no more trees. There definitely are. So also, these trees are part of the mountain, which I didn't realize. Look at this. This place is a disaster too. We need to clean this up. So much glowstone. Alright. Well, we're gonna need to clean that up. Is there... What is this? Why is there just a hole in this wall? Oh man. This place when you get really into it, like this one random block of blue concrete. I don't know. Don't know. Okay. Yeah, we'll toss some sand over here, I guess. Some of those leaves. Let's see here. Let's use this one. Maybe do 6. I'll just kind of put a few of these down around here ways. I'm also gonna put one over here, just and honestly, I don't know that this needs to have water in it. I thought maybe there'd be like a little pond here, but given the big lake and everything, I don't think we need it. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about that. Don't stress yourself out about it too much. I'm just rambling about oh no, that's not right. Is seagrass all one word? Apparently it is. Is this tall seagrass? Is that what it's called? It doesn't say. I'm gonna try. Tall sea. Yep. Okay. We'll drain that. Okay, it's gonna go away on its own. Okay, and we'll fill our this. We'll probably do dirt. Excellent. And we can take our brush, just stick some more sand around here. All right. Tall seagrass. It's weird because it's tall grass and tall seagrass, but large fern. I would have guessed tall fern. But if I had guessed that, I would have been wrong. Let's see. Actually, we can do this with voxel, I think. I have no idea what size this is, but I'm gonna make it a little bigger. Smooth this out a little bit. I want to make sure that we're not. Ah, geez, what is this? Oh no. I don't even know where that all came from. I guess that's on the inside of the wall. Okay. Let's see. I think that's probably enough. Let's take a look. Yeah, there's a little bit of stone here. I think some of this was already here, though. I don't know. Let's try another one and see if it... And none of this is going away. Yeah, I mean, I'll talk with Finn. We may have to rebuild some of this. Where does this even go? Oh. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. I'll have to talk to Finn about it. Oh, weird. Yeah, I know that that's what the intent was. I don't understand why it's right there along the inside of that wall, but it's fine. Okay, let's go through here. Let's see. It's grapple. Dead horn, coral block. Fire coral block. I think that's it. Stone inside, cobblestone, gravel. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Best Spacebot? We're just doing some terraforming work. Let's make this 8. Okay. Yeah, we're just painting some sand right now. This wall had some holes in it, so we're spackling up the holes. It's going about as well as you would expect, you know. So we will have to mess with that a little bit. I think we can use this. We want this one because this one brings it out. Just to get a little more. I don't like this weird little canyon pocket. So let's see if we can kind of bring it out a little bit. Oh, yeah, we're doing some spring cleaning in October. So we're getting a bit of a head start in the spring cleaning, I guess, is what we're doing. Let's bring that out a little bit. Also drain this. And we'll fill this with dirt. Oh my goodness. So much to do, so little time. And I keep being distracted with like other projects, you know, it's like, oh, I'm gonna work on the city, but before I work on the little city, I need to do some cleaning, but before I do cleaning, I gotta do this. You know how it goes. Smooth out some of this. Alright, that'll work. That'll work for now. We can always come back and mess with it. So, fall cleaning. Spooktober plans? Yeah, I wanted to do, I don't know, some sort of Halloween event. But I don't quite know. Okay, I thought this was something was messed up, but it's okay. Yeah, I didn't know quite what to be doing. So we'll have to give it some thought. I know that for the server, maybe we'll build a pumpkin or something, you know. Nothing too crazy. But for the community, I was hoping to maybe do something. But it's gonna depend on how much time I have at this point, I think. It's going to be a lot of it. Because unfortunately, I have precious little time these days, which is a shame. I mean, it's kind of good because it means I'm staying in work and stuff. That's good, but not a lot of free time for other projects. Did we know that was there? Did I know there was a tunnel underneath here? No, I didn't know that because this was our tunnel. So this tunnel doesn't need to exist then, I don't think. Maybe we do a Halloween build contest or a skin contest, costume contest. Maybe. We're getting pretty darn close to the end of the month though, which is kind of part of the concern. It's just that, you know, I usually, I mean, look at how long it took for us to get the tree contest all figured out. And that was planned far in advance. So I don't know. We'll look at it and I'll give it some thought and see. That tunnel's supposed to be here? Okay. Do you know what it's for? Because I know that we have this tunnel up here. This one up here is for merchants who are traveling with carts to bring their rhyme into the big smelter and all that. But I don't. This one doesn't look nearly as official. This one is literally just a square. It's for carting in goods. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that that's what this is for. Because remember, Rhyme Gate is all the way up here, right? That's the actual gate for like passerby. This one doesn't even have a way up to it, which is something I need to add. God, this is so old. They built this such a long time ago. Looks really bad. I don't like it. I'm gonna have to redo it. So I know that this one was there. I think that this one is a mistake that I need to fix, but it could be wrong. Let's see. Dirt, paint, mask, cave air. Pretty sure, yeah, it's cave air. This is also apparently cave air. But for some reason, the space underneath is not cave air. Don't quite get that. Alright. These are some other flowers. We can just get rid of these by hand. There's only a couple of them. Alright. Well, that's yet another thing that we're going to need to worry about. I do think that I will probably end up flooding a lot of this. Originally, this was going to be part of Stone's Rest. I've got this little... Oh, this is so bad. You could tell that I built this really early on in the project because the proportions are so wonky. It's not a good tunnel. Originally, the Stone's Rest was just going to be a little tiny town right here. But I've got bigger plans for it now. So I think that this might serve as like a nice little port area. So I might hollow this out, put a port here. I need to make a reasonable slope up to the gate then for the merchants with the carts. Yeah, I think probably... And I hate to get rid of Bart's trees. But I'm thinking probably what'll happen is that this part will come across here. Something like that. We've already got so many paths up. I don't know. I'll give it some thought and we'll figure it out. But I'm not super jazzed about how it is currently. So we'll need to edit that. Okay, what is this? This is allium. And these are tulips. Orange tulips, white tulips. Alright. Where's our big long command? Nope. Nope. It's this one. Allium. White tulip. Okay. Cool. We use this to clear out some of this stuff. Yeah, I'm fine with company. It's to be honest, I'm not gonna focus on this stuff today. This is too much. This is gonna be a some other day sort of project, I think maybe. But you're welcome to hop on and come hang out. No worries there. Leaves. Spruce log. Also pumpkin, apparently. Wow, I can't spell pumpkin. Pumpkin. Okay. There are a surprising number of different kinds of flowers and things up here. I had no idea. This this list of things I'm getting rid of is getting pretty massive. Let's see. What is this? This is a pink tulip, and this is a rose bush. Rose bush. All right. I think that's most of it. There's still some grass over here. Is this grass regrowing? I could have sworn I already got this. I could be wrong. Or maybe I'm just going insane. That's also a possibility. I am never not okay with the I'm never not considering the possibility that I might just be insane. It's absolutely always possible. Okay, that should be enough for now. Eventually we're going to want to do a lot of stuff with a lot of these things, but I think for the time being, we're okay. Hey, what's up, Jarrett? How's it going? Sure, and friends, I like it. It makes me sound like a kid's cartoon. Oh, come on and watch Astro and Friends Thursday nights, Thursday or Wednesday evenings. Oh man. Honestly, I would watch a kids show called Astro and Friends. Well, I don't know what it would be about, but I'd watch it. We're all mad here. Okay, let's see here. It's a pity I can't naturalize based on with a brush. I know that you can naturalize with a brush with world fast async world painter, but we or world edit, but we're not using that currently. So I wonder if voxel has a way of naturalizing terrain. I don't actually know. There's also like a lot of animals here, which I don't mind them being here, but it's gonna make things, oh my goodness, so much more difficult. Yeah, I'm glad you're able to make it too. This is super exciting. Let's see. Trying to figure out where the best place to start with all this is. I think the best place is really just to make it change materials, right? Material changing is going to be a big important part. So let's get this one. I think we'll just start with stone. I think that's a good place to start. Let's see. What else are we masking? Grass block. All the normal stuff, I guess. Granite. What else is there over here? I think that's pretty much it. I say that, but I'm soon going to discover that that is not nearly everything that's here, but all right. I'm thinking what we do is we paint a lot of this hill and stuff with stone, and then we'll come back through and put a layer of grass on top. I think that's the play here. I think that otherwise it's going to be a little bit difficult. Let's go through here and paint some of this. Paint all this stuff up. It's going to look a little bit bad for a while. That's I don't know if that's on purpose, but it's just it happens. about that surprise red stair earlier that you're filling with sand. It's a secret passage for the Dark Rose Society from its tea shop. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I accidentally filled it with sand. We can go through and clean out the sand and stuff pretty easily, I think, though. I don't think it'll be too hard. But yeah, I was caught me off guard. Did you build that or was it Finn? So I know Finn built a stair down there somewhere. But I don't know if he built that one in particular or if that was you or someone else. Yeah. I keep forgetting the sand I placed was mass to air. Yeah. Yeah. And that's part of what happened is the inside of that stairway was air, and so the brush just kind of put things places. So apparently also some coal over here. Coal ore. There we go. Alright. So this is looking good. We're getting this all turned into dirt. Or, I'm sorry, into stone. From dirt. This will just make it a lot easier to work with. Okay. I want to try not to paint any of the nice fields that Richard and Phoenix have been working on. Yeah, sure. Place down some blocks and then I'll come take a look. Let me just I want to finish painting this really quick. Oh, I see. Okay. So yeah, because I know that it connects to something that Finn made, so I wasn't really sure, but yeah. We'll have to. I'll go through and help you clean that out later on, I think. Let's paint all this stone while we're at it. Painfully slow process compared to my normal world painter stuff that I was doing, where I could cover this much land in stone in the blink of an eye. But we're in game now, and things are much slower. Okay. Let's see here. Take this stuff. Yeah, these cliffs look a lot better, I think. Or they will look a lot better when they are like stone with a grass topper, as opposed to like dirt with a grass topper. So I think for cliffs like this to keep their shape, they've got to be made out of stone. This right now, I'm using World Edit. We also have Voxel Sniper installed on the server, and I use Voxel Sniper from time to time. You'll see that whenever I use the arrow and the gunpowder, that's Voxel Sniper. And then I also have a utility that I use called World Painter, that I use to make like this terrain over here, on a broad scale, the map itself. We're using a little bit of everything, you know. It's kind of a hodgepodge, but it's all pretty simple to use. You know, I think with a lot of this stuff, it's overwhelming because there's a lot of commands that exist, but realistically, you only end up using the same 4 or 5, you know, regularly. Let's add same to this mask. So right now we're doing what's called masking, which means that I'm telling World Painter that I would like to make a big sphere of stone that's 8 blocks in diameter. It's a pretty big sphere, but the only blocks that I want affected by that command, I only want it to affect blocks that are in this particular list of blocks that I'm making. So that includes things like it's like lava in there. That includes dirt and grass and gravel and diorite and stuff. I think I'm okay for now. I mean, if you want to help, feel free. But I'm not. I don't know if I have anything in particular that I need help with right now. Not to my knowledge anywhere. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of stuff, but Who really knows? That's not cave air. That's just... That's just strange is what that is. Why is there a cave here? And why is it not full of cave air? I don't know exactly how to fill this in without I guess we just fill in the old-fashioned way. Let's see. Hey, Mechaton's here. What's up? No, you're never late to an Astro stream. They always start not on time, and they're very low-key, so don't worry about it. Right, just doing some terraforming, trying to fill in some weird, you can see we've got like this some weird empty space inside here that we're trying to make go away. Okay, so now, in the interest of this being a solid thing, I'm gonna do like this, and I'm gonna say, probably just do a really big one. Okay, cool. So that just fills in that whole empty space, so it's not empty anymore. It looks like there's a few more little weird things going on. Why is there so much random... I don't understand. This cliff is just riddled with holes. It's like Swiss cheese in here. Maybe. Yeah, that's possible. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. Also, why is this... Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's go back to painting things. Paint some more of this grass. A little more grass there. Okay, I think this is all painted stone, which is kind of what I wanted. Yeah, this makes it just a little bit easier to sculpt, because I don't have to worry about all the huge number of random blocks that also exist in here, all the random diorite and things. Yeah, it's possible. I don't really know. All right, so you can see we've got some basic layout. Let's see if we can fly up here so I can show you guys what the plan is. So it's a little bit hard to see, but we've got some flat spots and we've got some not so flat spots. So, for instance, you can see that this is going to be a gateway, right? This is where people are going to come into the town of Stone's Rest. So we've got like a nice main avenue, I think, that goes through here, then wraps around and goes to the city. I think that's pretty good. And then there'll be some little offshoots. We've got some roads that lead down this way that are going to lead out into the fields. We've got this one that does the same thing on this side of the lake. I think we can put some buildings up here on top of these mountains, not mountains, these hills, cliffs, whatever you want to call them. Some stuff up here as well, and then connect it all in with Rhymegate over here. I think that's probably the plan. I think that feels pretty good. I think also at some point, probably not today, but we're gonna take all this. We've got a lot of land here, and just like this weird little like stream. It's not even big enough to be a stream. I think we're just gonna carve all this land out and make this like a little bay. Town of Stones. Yeah, it's so the idea behind this is that the town is called Stone's Rest because it's kind of a town where miners come to resupply and to sell the stuff they've mined up. There's a special material that's found in this part of the world up in the mountains out this way. It's called rime, and it's a fancy kind of stone. It has to be ground up and powdered and then mixed in with kind of a concrete slurry. And it creates, you can make bricks out of it that are very good for holding and amplifying magical effects. That's the idea. And so what's cool about that is that, you can build buildings and you can cast things like, protection from fire on this building, and it'll last for centuries and stuff, right? Where normally, if it were a regular building made out of regular stones, you'd have to recast that spell every month or so, and that, it's expensive to do that. Just like it's expensive to have, like, homeowners insurance and stuff. That sort of thing. So, yeah. So it's called Stone's Rest because it's where the people who mine the stone, it's where they come to rest. And I thought that was kind of a neat neat name. I think we'll definitely incorporate some mining kind of themes. I think maybe we can have some buildings that are kind of inside the walls of this and stuff. Stuff like that. I think that'll be neat. It'll look cooler when you use the mud block and mud bricks. Yeah, I'm very excited about those. We'll have to see. I think that's always going to be the case with this project in general. It's just there's going to be a lot of like, oh man, next update I'm going to do this, and next update I'm going to do that, and there's only so much that we can do right now, but we're gonna work with what we got. So I think probably we'll just we'll start out just sort of trying to define some shapes, because I think that some of this, you can see this terrain is kind of yucky, not so great. Yeah, that's okay though. I'm okay with that. Are we still getting the height change this winter? Is that still the way that this is gonna work? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to this stuff as much as I should. Let's see. You might consider defining your paths in Stone Rest. I'm comfortable not defining them for the moment, just because I know where the paths are, and I'm kind of hoping that what'll happen as I mess with these, as I mess with the generation here, I might discover some more paths, and so I want to wait to draw in any actual paths in like colored blocks until I have a really clear picture of what this place is gonna look like. Because it may be that I find more efficient paths through here, or maybe I find that some of these paths are unnecessary, things like that. Let's see. Feels limiting when you know you're getting blocks next year. Yeah, I mean that's how it felt with this most recent update with 1.17. We heard about back when they were calling it Grimstone and stuff. We heard about a lot of this stuff a long time ago, and there was a lot of discussion of like, oh man, this is what we're gonna build when we have access to those blocks. But the problem with that is just that we don't, not yet. Let's see. There we go. We still got some cave air somewhere around in here, which is weird, but that's okay. But yeah, that's part of the fun, and I think that it's fun to sometimes to just see what you can do with the materials that you have on hand. I mean, obviously, yeah, we don't have mud right now. We don't have mudstone, but what can we do with this with what we do have right now? And sometimes I think that that constraints do a great job of they make us more creative because they make it so we have to be creative, and I think that's kind of cool. All right, let's see here. I'm looking just to get this probably up like that, and then we can come through and we'll smooth this out. Let's see. This looks like no. There's no cave air in there. Are you sure? That sure as heck looks like there's cave air in there, but maybe not. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, some of it we have to do by hand. Hey, how's it going, Dom Vods? Welcome. You should actually do a storyboard and create your stories and draw an idea of the builds you have in mind. Yeah, I have something similar. I have some of that stuff planned. I've been working a little bit towards I mean, so originally this is originally a D&D world, right? So I've been creating this world in the form of like Dungeons and Dragons notes that I've taken for myself in notebooks and journals for many years now. And Minecraft, this whole project is really just my way of getting that stuff out into the world, and actually doing something with it, which is cool. What did MCX say? Deep Slate in particular kind of drove me crazy because I wanted it so bad. I finally got to put in Mockinguard recently. Feels good though, right? There's a famous quote: "Limitation breeds creativity." Is Finn doing something where the Skydock is? Oh yeah, I think we're gonna put the I think Finn was going to put his military castle thing up here. Not up, not like actually, yeah, like right up here on top of this hill. I think that was the plan. So his little his big sandstone building up there. So it kind of looks down on the rest of the military district. I think that's going to be a good thing. But yeah, have you ever built a city with skyscrapers? Unfortunately, not. I pretty much only play creative, and I only do like medieval style fantasy, like high magic fantasy and stuff. I don't intuitively, I'm not very good at modern style buildings. So I mostly just do medieval kind of stuff. But maybe someday I'll give it a shot and we'll see, you know, and give it a shot. Always good to try new things. Yeah, we do have some medieval style skyscrapers, if you want to call them that. We can maybe take a look at those in a little bit. I'll show you what I'm talking about, but yeah, that's the closest thing to a skyscraper that I think we really have. Let's see. All right, this is gonna have to be something that we do by hand, but I do want this to be like kind of a slopey path that comes down this direction and emerges down here. That's something we can do later. Let's see. In the future, when you're done with your projects, invite me on sometime when you're free. Really like to build and help out. Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah. So if you're interested in joining the build team, we do have an application process, and I can, if you let me put my. Let's go ahead and put this in the chat so that you have it. Let me see here. Where's the chat? Here's the chat. Let's do this. All right, here we go. So send me an email, and I'll get you set up with an application. And if you're interested in joining the build crew, if you're interested in just touring the city and stuff, I have a Patreon, and one of the Patreon tiers does include monthly visitations in the city and stuff, where you can come, you'll come through in spectator mode. You'll just get to fly around for a day and you know, see what's up, get an idea of what's going on in the city and everything. Yeah, the hill is a little bit, it's not great. It's a little bit jagged. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna get the basic shapes sketched in, and then I'll come back through with a smoothing brush and just sort of smooth some of this out so it's a little more consistent. Because you're right, a lot of this has been very not so pretty. It's a little messy. That's okay. Yeah, I do have a Patreon now. It's very exciting. It's I don't know. It felt like a good time to do a Patreon, you know, just so that if anyone's interested, you know, they can it gives people an opportunity to come and visit the city, which I think is something that a lot of people wanted to do. And it gives me an opportunity to try and, you know, find some ways of getting financial compensation so that I can afford to pay for the server, and all that stuff. So completely optional, obviously, but if you're interested in helping out, I'd very much appreciate you. All right, let's see here. Let's push this back a little bit. We can pull out the bottom part of this. There we go. Let's see. Now, I'd like to put some buildings up here on the top, but I need to figure out how people are going to get there. And I think that probably what we're going to do is we're going to bring this forward more to the edge. There we go. I think we might bring some of this forward as well. We can raise some of this up. There we go. We'll have to repaint some of this because some of these blocks are getting a little bit out of hand. That looks kind of gross, but hey, how's it going, Noah? How are you? Let's see here. All right. I wish I had a tool that could just pick a height level and just flatten everything to that height level. That would be very convenient instead of this constant game of push and pull. But I mean, there's probably a way to do it. I just not smart enough. I think a lot of the terrain in Illias needs to be repainted. Yeah, that's kind of inevitable. I'm honestly, for a lot of it, I'm just kind of waiting until we get closer to things being completely done. That'll be one of the last things that we go through and do, is just do all of the painting all at once. Because otherwise, we're gonna fix it, and then it's gonna get messed up, and then we're gonna fix it again, and then it's gonna get messed up again. It's gonna be an endless cycle, and we're gonna spend a lot of time on it that we could be spending like building new awesome things, you know. So I think in general it's probably best just to leave it be for right now. We'll come back through and do some work on it. Let's see here. I think we can pull this out a little bit. So what I'm kind of thinking is we have kind of a switch back up here. So pull this up, flatten it out. Yeah, so we have these. We come up here. We've got some flat space up here, maybe. Get rid of a little bit of this. And then it switchbacks and it goes up this direction. And then we can come up here. See if there's any cave air in here. There is not. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Let's see if I can. This is really just this is a really rough sketch, guys. We'll come through by hand and fix some of this stuff. But yeah, I think we can go through and we can have it so that you come through this way and you go up along here. See. I need to fill that in a little more. Okay, so we come up here. There's like a flat spot up here that people can sit down and rest. Maybe like that. And then there's another path that goes up this way that goes to more shops that are kind of on top of this hill. So we come up here, a little more, and then another little incline up here. Yeah. And then we've got some stuff up here at the very top. Apparently we've got a lot of animals at the very top. But I think that'll look nice. Probably just need to spend a little bit of time just defining where all this stuff is going to be. Let's see here. I think that's good. We also need to keep in mind that all these different levels also need to have room for buildings on them. Let's see. Something like this. Yeah, that seems all right. The animals have claimed that hill. It's true though. Look at all the animals. There's like sheep and pigs and cows and chickens and horses. There's multiple colors of sheep even. That is just ridiculous. There's a whole army of animals up there. I mean, I don't know what they're doing up there. It doesn't. I mean, it used to be a grass hill, so maybe that's what it is. You know, is that they wanted a grassy pasture, and that was the closest thing. Okay, let's get rid of some of this. Oh man, I'm getting very abstract with my roads, which is cool because I think it looks nice when you have roads that aren't just like straight lines. But it's also a lot more difficult to do And I worry sometimes that I'm not doing a very good job. But I think for the most part, feels like a lot of the stuff that like looks nice, right? That's kind of I don't know. I don't know if that's the most important thing, but it's an important aspect. Okay, yeah, I can see how it's gonna fill in. Good. We're gonna bring this forward a little bit. 2 blocks. Nope. Gotta start here. In fact, I think we might actually bring it forward even more. Yeah. Okay. And this one is also going to go back a little bit, just so we can have at least a slab, a slab steep slope back here. And backfill this. Very nice. And also backfill this. Is there like random space under here? There is. Random. I don't know why there's all that random stuff there. Don't understand. Okay, so this needs to go. Okay. Interesting. So, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that we can just connect this up like this. Fill in a couple blocks here. I should be able to just fill this in with stone as well, right? Yeah, there we go. That looks much better. Let's see. Let's push this back. It's a lot of... I swear this cliff is like... It's like Swiss cheese back here. It's ridiculous. But it is looking pretty good for the most part, I think. Let's do that. Fill some of this in. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. Yep, this is what needs to happen. Because then if we fill this back in like that, then we have a nice little walkway that goes up. Something like that. I think we could probably bring this one forward. If you wanted to. Kind of like that. Kind of evenly space these a little bit. Fill in this part. Let's see. Back to the Town of Stone's idea. The lore should be a certain area in the mines is actually being invaded by the warden and is sealed off. And many will actually... Oh. Maybe, yeah. I mean... I think that regardless of whether that's... I don't know if that's here. Because I think that most of the mines that serve this area are a little bit farther away. But I do think that that's a cool idea for another area of the world. You know, maybe we've got some mountains. You can't see them because the render distance is really small. There's some really big mountains out this direction. And that's possibly something we could build out there, you know? That would be really cool. Who knows, you know? There's a lot of a lot of really cool stuff we can do. And we'll have to see what we have space for. At the end of the day, I think that space is probably going to be our biggest limiting factor. But I like it. Okay, this looks pretty good. Do we need this? Does this need to be a street back here? Behind this wall? Kind of feels like it should be, huh? Let's get rid of this. Kind of feels like there should be a street back there. We can make that happen. I forgot that this one is not picky about whether it eats diamonds or whether it eats stone, so we got to be a little bit careful. We're gonna make big holes in our. Let's push this back so we have a. Nice. Yeah, I think that's cool. We can have like a nice little road back there. We'll have to go through and fix this because now this is full of holes. But although honestly, this particular part of the wall, actually, no one's gonna see it because this is gonna actually be inside the actual wall. But that's okay. We can fix it anyway. It's always good to fix things you break. Important life lesson there or something. Oh my goodness. Terraforming is extremely rewarding because I feel like the results are just really, they're really impactful. Like, you know, it looks nice. It's nice to look at them after you're done. But it just takes, it's such a complicated process that takes such a long time sometimes. 2 of them in Demius? I don't think there are 2 in Demius. I could be wrong. There should only be 1 in Demius. Unless there's one I don't know about, but let's see. Let's fill this in with stone. This is in Stones. This is Stone's Rest over here. There should be 1 in Stone's Rest, 1 in Demius, 1 in Silverwood, and the last one should be over. I don't remember the name of the town. I think it's Nallen. There's a little town though, out by kind of by. Is there an entrance near Walden Grounds? No. No, because Walden Grounds is on the other side of the river, and that's not. There might be a connection in with the military district, because I think we might tie that together, but I don't think that'll be an entrance to the city for like citizens and stuff. Let's see, for the average person anyway. Bring this out a little bit. So I want it to be clear that these are 2 separate paths. So we'll have them kind of diverge here. Oh, okay, yeah. No, and it's not even entrances to the city. There's only 3 of those. Well, 4 if you count. It's interesting. There's a difference. There are entrances to this outer wall, like the city area, and then there are entrances to the city itself, right? The city itself only has 3 gates. There's the Brass Gate, Rhyme Gate, and the White Corridor. Those are the only gates into the city. There are some gates that lead into, you know, into this inner wall system, and those are the ones that we talked about. Let's see. Okay. This is looking pretty good. There's definitely some things that need to be fixed. Oh, hey, what's up, Ruben? How you doing? The outer wall entrances I'm currently figuring out because I'm doing signposts. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can show you where those are if you need help. Let's see. Go back here. Oh, interesting. Oh, I just realized. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. I was only seeing the YouTube chat there. I didn't have the Twitch part of the chat turned on. Sorry, Ionics, and Triaxial Fleas. I don't know what was going on. I apologize for not seeing your messages. I promise I wasn't ignoring you. I'm just really dumb. But if either of you are still there, welcome. Oh no. All right. Let's see here. School starts school? Is that a riddle? I don't understand. This is weird. Yep. Okay. Yeah, this is looking okay right now. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Are you triaxial fleas? I get that now. Okay. I'm on the same page. I promise I do have a brain somewhere in there. I've been told anyway. Can't for the life of me find it sometimes, but it's in there. All right. Let's see. Let's go back in here. All right, this is looking pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see. Why is my Twitch chat like paused though? Maybe there's just no one over there. I don't know. It should show up though. Are you guys seeing the Twitch part of the chat on the screen if people say stuff there? It does get confusing with all the different usernames, especially because like I think for people like when people see their user, like when people talk, they don't think about their username because for them, you know, they are who they are, right? And so sometimes when people talk to me, they talk to me like we know each other, and I'm standing there trying to figure out like, who is this person? And it turns out it's someone who like comes to the streams a lot or is active in the Discord or in the community in general. But I just don't recognize their name because they're using a different account than they usually use. It's very confusing. But part of the process, I think. Catch you later, Ruben. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Let's do that. Let's do it like that. Okay. This is like the big entryway, so I feel like this has to be sort of fancy. I'm gonna have to move that tower too. I'm not gonna move it now. I'll move it later, but I do need to move it because it's in a very bad place. Let's see. Okay, and that's another little step. And this is where it gets confusing because this is where the steps divide into 2 different sets of steps that go in 2 different directions. I think this works. Okay, there we go. It's weird you identify by the username, but other people are still learning or adjusting. Yeah, it's oh man, it's weird because anyone could be anyone, you know, and I don't know, it's confusing, but thankfully I think that in addition to it being confusing, people are also like more understanding about this stuff because it's confusing, right? So that's good. I appreciate that. Because I've never been one of those people who's good with names to begin with, you know, like even when it was just people's names. So now that it's, you know, people's names and then the associated usernames, like it's a whole nother level of confusing. Definitely a 21st century problem, though. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's okay. 3 blocks is probably fine. Let's just go this across here. Okay, we just need one more step, which means we can probably actually try to space these out kind of evenly. Because I think it just looks better when they're like things like stairs. I think need to be somewhat orderly. Versus like, you know, so they contrast with the natural terrain, so that it's clear that like, yeah, someone made this. It's like here. I'm gonna bring that out at least to there, because I think it's important that we can see that these were intentional. Someone made these stairs on purpose. Okay, that seems pretty good. I like that. Awesome. Let's do this one. Yeah, that's gonna work. I think that needs to be maybe. Well, let's look at the rest of these. Oops. Hope we're gonna be able to fit enough slabs in here to make these smooth. I haven't counted it out. It seems like it should be possible. I don't really know. I mean, we can always, I guess we can always alter it later too if we need to. So I would like to have slab sort of stairways. I think it'd be easier to traverse. Like here, that's not gonna be enough for a slab. That should be enough for a slab, though. We can do this one. Yeah. Okay, cool. This is looking not so bad. I think we'll bring this part up. I think this might actually just be, we just bring this straight up. So this is all full height right here. Maybe even to here. And then we can fill this. Oh yeah, that could be kind of cool. We could put like a statue or something up here, I think. I built a California redwood. Oh, I'll have to go and take a look. 80-ish blocks? No, honestly, I think for something like a redwood, somewhere in the realm of like 80 to 100 is honestly like very realistic. It definitely seems big, but I think that just those kinds of trees are just, they're just big, you know. No, but that's super cool. I'll have to take a look at it. That's really neat. Thank you for your help with the trees and stuff. I appreciate that. Um, well, redwoods. So here's the deal with that, MCX, is that actual redwood trees are way taller than that. I think 80 blocks is 210 feet. Pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I know that redwoods are really big. And so it might be something that we have to account for with, hashtag Minecraft scale, right? Things in Minecraft are just smaller than things in the real world, because you can't have a mountain that's full mountain size, even for a small mountain, because there's just not enough space. Teddy Golem, what are you doing all the way over here, man? Okay, just don't leave the city, though. Richard's gonna really miss you if you leave. Where are you going, dude? We found this iron golem. I think he belonged to one of the villages that we kind of got rid of constructively. And he's just been... I feel kind of bad for him. He's just been out here wandering ever since. Maybe trying to find a new village or something. I feel bad for the little guy. Not his fault that his village was in our way, But he's the one who paid the price. 91? It's about 300 feet? Oh my god. That's so big. So big for a tree. Like, 300 feet is literally like... That's like a 20-story building or something, right? Like, that's really big. I like it, though. Between 75 and 90 for this next one. Yeah, somewhere around there is fine. I mean, you do you. If you build it 70 blocks tall and it looks too small, then make it bigger. If you build it 90 and it looks too big, then make it smaller. Again, because we're not building like a real city, we're building a fantasy Minecraft city. You are welcome to make those redwoods, or whatever you want to call them in this fake world, whatever size you'd like to make them. Redwoods in this fantasy world universe don't have to be the size of redwoods in real life. They could be bigger, they could be smaller. Who knows? But I like to give people room to be, creative with it and all that. Generally, just within the confines of what's workable in the game. But yeah, no, you do you. I'm excited to see what you're able to put together. Let's see. I think for this one probably needs to have a relatively sheer side. Maybe this doesn't need to have a super sheer side. Oh my god, I can't talk. Maybe we can do something like this. And then, hey, something out here. Maybe that works. And then we go 2 in this one. Okay. That is a slab height walkway up to here. Trying to be very intentional about when I'm building this kind of stuff, about making the heights of things and the leaving room for good sized staircases, because I think in the past I've had some troubles with that, where the stairs that I built have not been large enough for what I had in mind, and it's come back to bite me a few times. I'm trying to be more intentional about it. Okay, so we've got that sort of sorted. That's looking pretty good. We've got this little walkway over here somewhat sorted. That looks okay. All right, cool. Working on it. Let's come over here and do something over here. Put this in. Okay. Ooh, big hole. It's not a cave air hole either. It's a regular hole. Interesting. Let's bring this out. It's just like that. Awesome. That off. These on. Okay, let's do like this. I think this needs to be a fairly square sort of walkway as well. Yeah, that's probably for the best, huh? Okay, that looks pretty good. I like that. Let me bring some of this out. Maybe kind of make this pretty steep. There we go. Probably the same thing on this side. Make interesting use of the space, you know? Okay, that's good. That is very clearly a staircase. We have to figure out what we want to do over here. I don't know if there's really anything in particular. I don't think it needs to have too many buildings over here or anything. Although it might be nice to have like a flattish walkway with buildings all around here, maybe. Does that seem like too much? I don't know. It's really difficult for me to say with any sort of certainty. Let's just try filling this in, I guess, for now. That gives us a nice, make sure it just doesn't pop out the other side. That seems like a pretty good flattish space to work with. Use this to back some of this up to the wall. I don't know where the mossy came from. It's interesting. Seems to be some of it just kind of buried in here. I don't know. Don't know where that came from, but it's okay. Looks pretty good. Let's see. All right. I think this is gonna look okay. And if it doesn't, then I will tear it down and we'll make it look okay. One way or another, this thing is gonna end up looking awesome. Oh. Fill that with stone. Let's see. This needs to be backed up a little bit. Beep, beep, backing up. That's actually lower. Don't know if I want it to be lower. I think we'll make this the same height. There we go. I think we can flatten this out. I don't think we need this little... Oops. Want to make that go backwards a little bit. Oh. I feel like I'm not asking for much. Um, oops. That's looking good. This area's a little bit weird. Yeah, I think it would be good to have this part come up. Let's see, maybe like okay, we're getting there. Fill this in. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that because this is going to be a little area that goes downwards. This one's got like this little hill that we can put buildings on. We can have some little areas that kind of back up into that. Push that back a little bit. Didn't mean to mess with this. Can I just there we go. A little better. Sorry, cow, I'm messing up your grazing, your home, I guess. Okay, let's fill this in. Oops. That's fine. Fill in this part. Awesome. Sheep at the top of the hill. Golem climbing the hill. Everyone wants to be on the hill right now. Alright, let's do this one. That seems like a pretty smooth one. Take this corner off. And then we'll do the same thing right here. This one. Something like this. There we go. Okay, yeah, that seems good. Put buildings up there, and we could dig some little. I'm thinking that we have some alleyways with some little stairs that go up through the buildings. I think that'll be kind of nice. Look pretty cool. Let's bring this part out. Something like that. Yeah, and this is a disaster, but we will see if we can fix this up a little bit. Let's see, let's do like that. This doesn't need to be here. Oops. Shrink this down. Flatten it into the ground. Fill this with stone. Okay. So I think we'll start from the top, because that way, if something goes wrong, we're starting from a good place. So things will kind of fall into line there, I think. Yeah, that seems like a good curve there. Build this next curve. This one is going to be kind of maybe like that, and then we fill in underneath here. Then we can fill behind. There we go. It's gonna be a really big staircase. Interesting. I'm not opposed. I'm just surprised, I guess, more than anything. Shape's kind of weird. This one over here. Okay, that's pretty good. Then we can fill this in. All right, next one is down here. This one is probably just going to come almost straight across, I would think. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot of point in having it come inwards at all. Something like that. All right, bottom fill. And this little roadway is going to be really grand, I think, though, once it's done. I'm feeling very optimistic about this. I'm actually doing I'm doing a surprisingly good job with these curves. Like I did not think that these curves would come out so nice. But they look pretty good for freehanding it. Like that. We've got a little bit of an overhang there. Great. Okay. Then I think this is the part we leave this kind of flat right there. We can put a little building on that corner. But I think this is the part where we start, whoa. A little bit of lag there. Rubber banding or something. But I do think this is the part where we start focusing in on the staircase and really getting it what's the word I'm looking for? Narrowing it down a little bit. I don't think it needs to be so wide anymore. Yeah, that seems okay there. Let's see here. Finally got all the Illias signs updated. Nice. And I'll do that transformation on the sheet maybe tonight. Nice. To here, to here. Ooh. Funny, I used to get really motion sick playing Minecraft when I first started. I don't know, I've never been very good with first person mode games. And Minecraft in particular was just really, it just gave me headaches. But it's gotten a lot better in over the time that I've spent playing this game, which is too much time. So that's good. But it's interesting that that sort of thing has changed so much in a relatively short period of time. Maybe something like that. Yeah. I think that's fine. Taking that corner off. Okay, cool. Last row, I think. Right. Hey, look at that. That's actually a pretty smooth, that's a smooth incline. Like, I'd walk up that. And I'm not normally the kind of person who likes climbing anything. You know, I'm one of those don't run unless you're being chased sort of people. So. Yeah, let me see. Let me take a peek. Yes. So, yeah, so that is inside the city of Meadowfell. No worries. What's broken? Oh, yeah, we've got some, yeah, the wool doesn't connect up, but I mean, it seems really clear, right? Like, where things connect. It doesn't seem like something that anyone would really have questions about, but I don't know. Oh. Look, Bart's here. Nice. Gotta go this way to get back to where I was. Here it is. Wow, that's fair. That's fair. Alright. Let's do some work over here. Hey. I think. Where it says hello. Art's on late today. Like, almost 8 o'clock. She's usually, more of a daytime builder, I think, more than anything. That's cool, though. Always nice to have her around. Oops. Didn't mean to type that twice. Yeah, it does. It does look really smooth, right? It's we're getting there. This is so much better than it used to be. So, just kind of keep working on it. Keep messing with it until like we get what we want out of it. God, can't press buttons today. My fingers, they don't press the buttons. Alright, I really don't need to spend that much time doing this stuff because this particular part of it is going to be, this part's probably all going to get mowed down when we put buildings here later anyway. I highly doubt that this is going to end up sticking around, but it's good practice. Always good to get practice terraforming stuff. You never know. This weird little rock thing looks okay. We got some weird gaps over here I don't like. It was like holes in the wall too. Sorry for the choppy visuals. I think the server might be having a little bit of trouble just because everyone's so spread out on the map. Server has to think extra hard. Getting a little bit rubber bandy, but I think it's hopefully still watchable. That's my hope. Yep, I like this. This looks good. That. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Let's address this one. I think for this one, because it's at like almost an exactly 45-degree angle, I think we can just could probably just bring these out a couple blocks each and just call it a day here. I don't think this needs to be super complicated. Just like that. I think that's enough for carts. We can maybe bring it out a little more if we wanted to. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just make it super smooth. And then this will be like this. Yeah, that is plenty of space. That looks nice. Okay, and then here. That, then this. Okay, that's 2. 3. And 4. Nice. That is very smooth as well. I'm not going to worry too much, I don't think, about the top of this hill. Maybe we will. I don't know. Let's use this, though. And pull this out a little bit. Actually, I actually would like to squish this part back. And I just realized I undid a lot of the nice work I did here. Okay, that's good. That'll work. Like that. And let's make this a flat line. Okay, cool. Let's see. All right, so it's currently 7:54. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back though. I think we'll do maybe a longer stream tonight, just because there's a lot to get done. But I'll leave you guys here for a moment, and I'll be back momentarily. Okay, I'm back. Let's see here. Let's work on this other little, I don't know what you want to call it. Like walkway, I guess. It's kind of a walkway. I was already in creative mode. Alright. Oh, I appreciate you not putting me in an AFK box. I know the temptation was there. I'm glad that you resisted the urge. Maybe. But hopefully not. Yeah. Okay, I guess with this we need to be a little bit harsher on the edges. Do like this. Hopefully you guys can hear me over the music. I have no idea. I am glad I have music though. I feel like it's, I don't know. I know for me, like, streams are always more entertaining to watch when they have some nice music playing in the background. I think this needs to come out a little more. Maybe just all the way like that, huh? The music is very quiet and peaceful. Good. That's kind of what I was looking for. Awesome. I am glad. Yeah. But I want these streams to be quiet and peaceful. Maybe a little bit educational, you know? But mostly quiet and peaceful, I think. Yeah, it's funny, I can't hear the music because whenever I try to what is going on here? Whenever I try and listen to the music and talk at the same time, it's too distracting. Which is strange because I listen to music when I build most of the time when I'm just on my own. But I can't do it and talk at the same time. It just doesn't work. There's a lot of roads between Manoroth, Walden Grounds, and Goffle. It's I think it's Goffle, unless I spelled it wrong. Those are like the only towns. Is that on purpose, or are there more towns going to be added later? No. I'll have to take a look at it. I don't remember exactly. If there are too many roads, we can always take out some of them, though. I'm not opposed to that. If there are too many, but I don't remember off the top of my head what my plans for those particular towns were, if there were any particular plans. But it's probably something silly. I feel like a lot of what I do is a little bit silly these days. Okay, this is okay. I think this corners though. It's weird drawing. I don't know. I've never built roads this way with where you draw outlines and then connect the outlines together like this. I've never done it this way, but it's actually very intuitive. I should make slopes this way more often. I'm sure this is like probably the way that most people do it. I mean, I'm just a weirdo, but no, working very well. Oops. Goffle. Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, it's, I don't understand why there's 3 letters that look almost exactly the same. And then there's like the pipe character. The one that looks like this. So you have this, you have this, you have this, this. These are all characters. They're all used in some sort of different situations. Oops. A little confusing. Yeah. Although it depends though. I've seen some fonts that have an L with a very small foot, or whatever you call. I call it a foot. I don't know if that's the official term. It is sometimes a little bit misleading. I can tell by your sigh that you have been burnt before as well. Yeah, Goffel's pretty tiny, not large. A lot of these towns are pretty small. I think, and I think that a number of the roads that connect them are not going to be like major roads, like, you know, like 3-lane highway kind of deals. They're going to be like little dusty backwoods trails and stuff. I just wanted to show that those different locations were, you know, were physically connected by some sort of path. Looks like we got to split the path a little bit. So one is going to go this way, one is going to go that way. That's interesting. I haven't had to do that yet. Let's see if we can figure that out. Guess we start here. Okay, that feels pretty good for the side. Man, this is gonna take a long time though. I definitely think the roads need to be revisited at some point to see what connections we want or what towns to add if we go that route. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. You know, it's just it's a vague layout. Don't take it as scripture or nothing like that. All of this is very flexible. You know, honestly, like to the point where like until we actually build some of these towns, I don't even know if they're gonna exist. Gothel may or may not exist depending on whether or not we get to that point. We start working, you know, where we get to the point where we go over there and we've expanded that far and we decide, oh yeah, we should have a town here, or not. You know, sometimes, you know, you get to that point and you're like, oh, we really don't need a town here, and we'll take the little marker off the map and that'll be that. I think for the most part, it's kind of a Schrodinger's box kind of situation where these towns only exist once we start building them. Until we start building them, they don't exist. They're just names on a map. So keep that in mind. Okay, I really need to start bringing this down rather quickly, though. These keep them roughly in the same spots that I'm putting up the signs for the locations. Yeah, I mean, I think roughly they'll probably remain in the same locations just because, like, because, you know, I mean, it makes sense for them to be in those locations. But yeah, you know, it's, you know, I think that on some level, you know, I wouldn't pay too much attention. I know that you're really, really interested in doing these signs and stuff, but I think that a lot of these signs I think a lot of what you're gonna end up doing is gonna be making these signs, and then some of these towns may disappear off the map, and we may not end up even needing signs for them. So just keep that in mind. I don't want you to do a lot of work, you know, that doesn't amount to anything, because that would be, that doesn't feel good. But it is just sort of the case with this, with the kind of tenuous nature of this project, that some of this stuff may come to pass and some may not. That looks pretty good. I am now using commands because some of this stuff is getting a little bit big. Be doing by hand. All right. There's a dog barking outside. Interesting. Dog, why are you barking? Not my dog. My dog is... Well, my dog does bark a lot. She's very vocal, but... It is not her this time, so... I'll probably do 2 more signs and halt for the time then. Yeah, there's a lot of it. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I think that's probably the best course of action. Yeah, it's kind of what I was talking about in the beginning. That, I mean, road signs are good, but you do have to keep in mind that at some point, we don't fully know exactly how much of this is going to continue to exist in the long run. So it might be good to just be careful and cognizant. That is cool. I do appreciate that, because that's kind of gonna be a neat experience. Right. All right, these roads are a little bit they're a little bit taller than I anticipated them being, but I think for the most part it's okay. I'm just hoping we kind of get to the bottom pretty soon. Do this one to here. This to this. And here to here. I think this does look cool with this tunnel that goes through. I'll have to put some like dripstone and stuff in there. It'll look really neat. Catch you later. Here. Oops. Whoops. That was not what I meant to do. Now we got lighting glitches. That's why I installed this plugin though. There we go. Much improved. Stack that one, stack this one. And everything's fine until you accidentally use fill R stone 100 and you're you're not in an enclosed space. Dangerous commands. Very useful, you know. It's kind of a giveth and it taketh away, you know. I've definitely had my my share of mistakes made with these commands. Yeah, although these days I think I would be much better. I would be able to deal with it much better because I know a lot more about commands. You know, for a while it was really tough because I just didn't know enough to be able to fix the mistakes that I was making. Even it was very upsetting. I'd make a mistake and have to deal with the consequences and not really know how to go about doing that. But this, in comparison, is not so bad. Yeah, I have flooded the world before. Not proud of it, but it is what it is. What it is. I have gotten a lot more careful. Also, I don't know why I'm getting so few frames. I don't know what's going on. I wonder if the server's having trouble keeping up or what's going on with that. Strange. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. Okay. I don't think it seems to be. We just say 2. Yeah, Voxel's kind of weird. Grian has an excellent. It's a little bit old, but he's got a pretty good tutorial on how to use Voxel Sniper. And I do recommend you check it out if you're interested in it. But yeah, Voxel and World Edit are they're similar, you know. There's enough similarity that you get confused, but not enough that it's intuitive. It's complicated that way. I feel your pain. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, part of the nice thing about Voxel Sniper, or one of the downsides perhaps, is just that Voxel in itself is fairly old, and the plugin hasn't changed much in recent years. So it's really just the syntax is different. Yeah, you're right. You right. But it is a great tool once you figure it out. Just takes a little bit of time to figure it out, I think. Figuring it out is the hard part. Okay, that's one arm of this thing, which that's entirely too long, I think, but I think it'll be okay. Let's see. Kind of wonder, like, do we even need this road that goes like that when there's this one that's right there? Honestly, probably not. Maybe this could just be it. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't see any particular reason why this also needs to have a thing, especially because it's literally just a tiny little walk around this corner and you're good. Yeah, let's not worry too much about it. Okay. That one took a long time anyway, so. Oh. Alright, let's see if we can get this little path figured out a little bit better. It's kind of where we started. Going back to it now. I think this one just needs to come out a little bit further towards the edge. Chicken, what are you doing? You being a bad chicken? Seem like you're up to something. I'm suspicious. What about you, pig? Are you plotting plots? Maybe I'm just paranoid. I'm watching you, chicken. Trying to mess up my city. Let's see. Okay. Do. Yeah, I skipped one. What are you doing, cow? What is this cow doing? It's spinning. Bro. Why are you spinning? Seriously, dude, don't do that. It freaks me out. Oh my god, there's so many animals up here. Why? Why are there so many animals on this mountain? I don't understand. Chickens are laying eggs. Pigs are just doing pig things. A lot. It's just a lot going on. Okay. This. Okay, cool. Probably do this. That provides me with kind of a step upwards. Man, these like weird organic paths are just, they are really complicated. think this is good. Oh, let's see if we can figure out this. And that's just a shadow from the big old grid in the sky. Pig, you're in the way. Pig, move. Move. Trying to be kind to you and not murder you for being in the place where I'm trying to build, but you're making it very difficult to be kind. Okay, that's probably good enough. Can put some buildings up here and whatnot. Okay. We have gotten a lot of paths done today. And I think that this stone dress is going to be like a really complicated city. There's a lot going on here. But I think it'll look nice. It's going to be a cool looking one. Actually thinking I think I'm going to just squish this back into the wall. Is there water down here? Why is there water? Strange. That's a weird place for water. Okay. Scoot this back. Nice. Thank you. That's awesome. Oops. Be smooth. Fix a little bit of this weird terrain. Change that to stone as well. Alright, yeah, that looks a lot better. It gives us lots of space to build buildings and stuff. I think this mostly looks pretty good. We're just gonna smooth it out a little bit to try and get rid of try to fill in those little gaps like that. Let's see, very carefully use it over here to try and fill in some of this. All right. Yeah, Stone Trust is going to be a big town. Look at all this space we have. But I do think that what often happens with areas when you have this much space, you think you have a lot of space until you start building buildings, and you're like, wow, where did all the space go? I also think that cities like this, you know, I mean, this is considerably large. Oh, I don't know. You can still hear me. But yeah, definitely we can do that. But yeah, I think that you know, this city is, you know, smaller than Illias, but not a lot smaller. But I think that what's different about it is that yeah, I know. I'm a little confused. But yeah, is that this, cities like this tend to sprawl. They spread out a lot, and I think that makes a big difference. Let's see. Let's lift this area a little bit. I think it'd be cool to have something like that. Smooth that out. But yeah, they tend to sprawl. I think that we're gonna end up with a city with larger buildings. The buildings are a little bit farther apart. There's room for things like porches and stuff, which you can't find in larger cities because there's just not enough space for that sort of thing. So it's kind of cool. I think I want to scoot this entire edge back so far that it blends in with this over here, because that seems like it'd be a good idea. Let's see. Be a little careful because I do want this to be fairly straightforward. Let's see. Constantly switching between the smoothing brushes and the lifting and melting and other brushes. It's constant arms race. Change that. I think the results are pretty good. Scooted that back. Let's go down here and smooth some of this stuff out. Okay. Fill this one in by hand. Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, with that rock being there, I don't know if this one needs to be here. I think we can just kind of push this one out of existence. More room for buildings and whatnot. Then we need to figure out what's going on here. I should have asked Bart about that while she was here. Totally forgot. Totally spaced out. That's okay, though. So, let me scoot some of this backwards. But I do want there to be kind of a walkway up to the top of here. So maybe we can squish this down a little bit. Make some space for that. Yeah, okay. Let's do this part by hand. Good. I'm all over the place today. Let's try this. Let's do like this. Whoa. No, this is all part of that, so I'll follow this line. I think we can continue this over here. But then we need to move it. We need to move this over this direction so that we end up with a smooth staircase. That's still enough room for a smooth staircase. Nice. Okay, what else? That's gonna be too narrow. This. Still a little bit narrow. Be like that. That seems more. That's a better size. Okay. That. Bring this out. Maybe like this. Okay, cool. Yeah, that seems like plenty of space for that. Now we just gotta bring all these into the ground. Stack and down is A for air. Same thing here. Okay. We stand here and we say fill our stone. Our favorite command tonight. I think there's a chicken under there and I think I just killed him. I feel a little bit bad, but it's he's a necessary sacrifice. This is a very large build. Very large builds require sacrifices. I will not apologize. He had it coming. He knew what was coming, and he didn't get out of the way. Honestly, very brave of him. Yeah, we could see little bits. There's a chicken, and it looks like a pig. Rip. And that looks kind of weird, but I think this helps a little bit. Maybe. Does that look more like a rock and less like a man-made monolith? Hard to say. Let's do like this. Fill this one in as well. Boop. Awesome. I don't think we killed any chickens that time, so that's good. Let's break through here. Yes. Okay, it's looking really good. Freaking, you need to get off this thing. It's not gonna be around. There you go. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, chicken. Appreciate you. I know you're just out here trying to live your best chicken life. I get that. He died for a cause. He died so that others might live, right? He's a martyr chicken. Seriously though, why are there so many animals on this hill? Like, why this hill in particular? I don't understand. There are a million hills in this map. The only one that has this many animals is this one. And I don't understand. I don't get why that is, but it is. Let's get rid of these as well. Nope. Get rid of all those. Okay. Okay, that seems good. Ancient burial grounds for animal spirits. Are you saying that what we've created here is basically just the plot of a Stephen King book? Oh man. Stephen King, if you're watching this, we got you. Got your back. I hate it when it does this with the gold blocks, though. This is a mistake. We're just gonna cover these gold blocks up, pretend they're not there. Don't tell, okay? It's a secret. Our secret. Same as all the chicken deaths. Family secret. Don't need to tell anyone about that. Otherwise, I'm gonna get canceled by my following for animal abuse. I'm not animologist. Animologist. I like that. I think that's like a real thing. Like, I know that the word animologist is pretty sure that's a made-up word. I could be wrong. Oh, is he stuck? Bro, you stuck? Why can't I put a block underneath this cow? Trying to help you, buddy. Trying to help you. You get up? Here. There you go. Okay, no more falling down there, though. Dude, what are you doing? Okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is all. Fairly soon. This is all this height. Yes, it is. Okay, so we can draw our own cliff here. We don't need to. We don't need to be like other cliffs. But we can't go up. We have to only go sideways. I guess that's the other big question is, what are we doing with this thing? I don't rightly know. I guess I'm just gonna connect this over here. It's a bustling trade center, is really what it is. I think at the end of the ultimately, um, so it maybe feels a little bit cozy based on the location, but there's a lot of trade that comes through Embersteel. It's there's going to be a lot of markets and stuff like that, people trading stuff. There's also like a large community of people who make their living by guiding people through the tunnel on the opposite side of the lake. That's like a big source of income for people. And so there's a large community kind of dedicated to that. It's a good source of income. Adventurers make a living doing that sort of stuff. But there's an area in front of the town, kind of. I don't know, because remember I made all this up in D&D, which is different than Minecraft because I don't have to know where things are in relation to each other. I just need to know that they exist somewhere inside the town. So there is an area somewhere in the town called Sword Row. That is just a bunch of like tents and stuff. Just a bunch of tents out in front of the city and everything, where adventurers will set up, camp and everything, and just wait for people to be like, hey, I need someone to guide me through these tunnels. The tunnels, they dug them a while ago, and the tunnels are nice, but it's still quite dangerous to traverse the tunnels. So, because of that, there's a great need for that sort of thing. So Sword Row is like a lot of temporary camp setups, from people who are adventuring, who are trying to to looking to make a buck with their kind of mercenary skills. Oh yeah, definitely monster infested. I mean, I think you've probably gotten you've kind of understood the general vibe of this entire area is just there's a lot of monsters. But also dangerous in the fact that like they dug this big tunnel, but they haven't really done a lot to make it a safe place to travel. And caves and stuff, it's easy to get lost. I mean, there are probably a few instances where they dug out spaces for a tunnel and they ran into like harder rock that was harder to dig through, so they backtracked a little bit and then made a new tunnel. They also ran into some existing tunnels from some existing civilizations that are dwelling down there, which was also kind of an issue. The indigenous people were not real pleased that people were blasting giant holes in their towns. So there's a large community of very angry drow under there. But yeah, it's kind of fun. Hey, what's up, Robert Ramirez? I finally understand the reference, the beep beep, I'm a sheep thing. I get it. I didn't know what it was when you first said that, and but then MCX told me that it's an ASDF movie reference, right? It's one of the songs, so I get it, and I listened to it, and it's a good song. I enjoyed it a lot. Oops, that didn't work. Oh no, lighting glitches. That's what I get. Beep, beep, I'm a sheep. Said beep, beep, I'm a sheep. It's a good song. Oh man. That's gonna be stuck in my head all tonight now. Good one though. I appreciate you bringing that beep, beep, sheep energy, Oh. What was the one that I really liked? Because I watched the one also, MCX, that you sent that had like all the fan submissions or the ones from the comment section. That one was also very good. There's some really good ones in there that I don't remember now off the top of my head, but meow meow Macau say meow meow I a no ASDF 10. Yeah, it's the 10th one. That's crazy though. Can't believe that they've made 10 of those. Yeah, Fun fact though, like I I was there when they made the original ASDF movies. I remember waiting around for them to be uploaded. And that was quite a number of years ago, apparently. This looks cool. I like this a lot. But yeah, so that's kind of neat. I like that. I think we're probably gonna have to bring this out across like this. I have a Robert yard. Is that another? I don't understand what that means. Is that another reference? Because I'll be honest, I have not seen. I saw like the first 4 when they came out yeah, a while ago. That's pretty much it. I haven't seen any of the new ones. Although I should watch them at some point because they seem. I mean, it was funny then. I can't imagine it's not funny now. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I've gotten too old, but I don't think so. But yeah, no, I love Tom Ska and all his weirdness. Ah, okay, I see what my mistake was here. This looks not so good, but that's okay. We can do like this. Yeah, that'll work. Let's see. Oh, I liked the roar roar I'm a boar. That was good. That was kind of clever. There's some good ones in there though. People are funny. Oops. Let's go ahead and kind of blend this a little bit with the terrain. That looks like cave air. Yep, that's cave air. Boxyard, crafty, fox, trains, cars, trucks, militaries, aircrafts, buses, movies, cars, trucks, trains, and more. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. Unfortunately, I'm maybe too old to understand references to popular media anymore. Sad. Sad but unavoidable. Soon I shall breathe my last. But not really. I'm not that old. Let's see. Smooth. Like this. And I got the outer wall. Yeah, it's big. It's if you had a if theoretically if you had a larger render distance, it would be even more intimidating seeing the inner wall. The inner wall is even worse, to be honest. But it is very cool. I like how it came out. Oh no, that was okay. That was a mistake. I slipped. Let's see. I need to raise this up a little bit though. There we go. I mean, kind of roughen up the edges of some of this. I don't think it needs to be quite so vertical. Very weird. I don't know. I like it. It's funny. I don't understand a lot of it, but it seems to entertain people, so. Yeah, the current culture, internet culture with everything is it's a strange and magical place. Just I think just memes in general, like I don't know. I mean, we had jokes and stuff when I was like growing up, but I don't know if any of them were quite as prodigious as any of the memes that are around today. Um, you know, it's just I don't know. It's just things seem to be just turned up to 11, which is cool. Um, but I do feel sometimes. I think maybe I know how my parents felt when I was a kid. Because it's just there's some things that people say that I'm just like I don't get it. I don't understand why that's funny. Um, and I don't know. It makes me feel old sometimes. Need to. But people are having fun with it, you know, and that's cool. All right. No. Let's see. Um. Horse ride is fun. We definitely talk about roads and towns at some point. Yeah, I'm down. Um. Certainly do that. Oh, wait. This needs to be one lower, actually. Okay, there we go. That looks pretty good. I think this needs to be moved a little bit. There we go. Then I'll have to figure out. We need something that comes down here. And we'll have to figure out. Maybe here is a good spot to put that. Maybe we could turn that into like some sort of sweeping spiral staircase, perhaps. Yeah, don't feel like you have to do it like anytime soon, though. You know, it's gonna be a gradual process making the banners and everything. Um, you know, there's no rush. You know, is what I'm saying. Um, very few things are particularly rushed with this project right now. Okay, let's see. E10. Smooth this out. I'll have to think about where I put the where I should put the little walkway that goes up here. But it's looking really good. I think we did a nice job. See if we can get all of it in one picture. Yeah, see, that's gonna be part of the problem though, is that some of this stuff is so half baked. Some of the towns, that I just don't know. I don't know what the symbology is for some of these places. It's something I haven't really thought about yet. Some of these places exist only in name. You know, some of these places are places that that campaigns have never gotten to. So we'll talk about it and we'll see what we can figure out. But um, yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, we could definitely do some of that stuff. I'll give it some thought and write some notes down, and we could chat about it. Anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap things up there for tonight. It is 9 o'clock. I have been doing this for 3 hours, and oh my goodness, I am a little bit tired. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate everyone who's watching and everything. It's been a lot of fun, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Um, Probably gonna be Saturday. That sounds like kind of where things are going, Wednesdays and Saturdays. But if I do something else, you know, following all that, and you'll get notified about all that stuff. But yeah, guys, thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Actually, let me do that right now, just so that everyone else can see the tree too, because I think that'd be fun. Let me hop into Astroland. Where am I? Oh, I'm on top of my. Okay. Are you still building your trees out on the little? It's out here by Shroomland, I think. Yes. Whoa! Oh my goodness. These are enormous. I kind of love them though. Oh my goodness, these are so big. Wow. That is really cool though. Good lord. I mean, they're probably fairly accurate height-wise and stuff. Like, geez, though. Oh, we're definitely gonna have to build a big tree forest somewhere at some point, just for these. These are magnificent. This is, what kind of wood is this? Oh, there's people talking on here. Oops. Tried to base off real dimensions. Right one's a bit thick. It looks like it for sure. Well done. Yeah. No, I think it looks fantastic. What is this wood though? This is, oh, it's stripped acacia. Is that really acacia? Wow. I always think of acacia as being like really, really red colored, but I guess not. I mean, obviously redwoods are supposed to be kind of red colored, but I always thought that stripped acacia. I guess I'm thinking of I don't know, I'm comparing it to like things like red wool. This is really cool though. I like this a lot. Man, God, these things are so big. The color's more obvious without shaders, yeah. But I mean, if you've ever seen a redwood in person, they are distinctly red. Like, that's absolutely true. Yeah, no, I agree. I would say the only thing that I would maybe alter about them, or something that to keep in mind, I think it'd be good to have the leaves spread out, like a bit more leaves that spread out a little bit further from the trunk. Because I think that even if that's not perfectly accurate with how redwoods really are, because I think that'll give us the ability to put these in a forest and have that forest have, like, you know, the leaves that kind of mesh together a little bit, and you just get spots of sunlight that shine down through. Because I think currently with the way the size of leaves are, we could do that, but we'd have to put the trees really close to each other, which is kind of I don't know if that's I don't think we'd be able to do that very effectively. But I think, you know, maybe if we were thinking of spacing them, I would think that we'd space them about the distance that they are right now, maybe a little bit more. So just a little bit more fluffy foliage at the edges would really, really be awesome. Oh, these are so cool. I can't believe you built these, like, by hand. That's insane. These are really, really cool. Oh, man. Yeah, something like that. Somewhere in there. Yeah, I think that would be good. And, you know, you could have them be somewhat pointed. So how, you know, you might not need to extend the leaves at the top of the tree, but more just, you know, as it goes down, widening it a little bit. Not a lot either, you know, a little bit. Redwoods are not a massive sprawling, you know, like pines or anything like that. This is really, oh, I love that though. These are such a cool color and a cool shape, and the size is just incredible. Yeah, and these. With your permission, I want to put some of these pictures on Instagram. This is like, these are fantastic. Well, now we got to have a redwood forest somewhere in the world. I don't know where we're gonna put it yet, but we're gonna find something. Also, these other pine trees and stuff are just, I don't know. I haven't gotten a chance to tell you like in person, but these are really, really well made. They've just got so much character. It's this one that's like leading over a little bit, and they're all just, I don't know. They feel very alive, and they look so much better than the default, you know, taiga trees. Nothing against Minecraft for the default taiga trees, but they're not the greatest. Redwood forest outside one of the outer walls. No, there was an area of the world that was going to have. I mean, there's an area outside the city that was going to have really big trees, not not quite this scale, but really big trees. But that wasn't going to be that was going to be like oak style trees, closer to like what the soul tree looks like. But we will definitely find a place to put this. This feels like something that is, it's cool enough that it needs its own space. I don't want it to share space with you know, I don't want it to be like, oh look, this really cool pine forest, and also there's some really big redwoods. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be like, you walk into this area, it's like, boom, this is a redwood forest. That's gonna be really cool. Oh man, yeah. I think yeah, they look great to me. I have no I have no dislike for them at all. But yeah, I mean, I don't I don't want to make you do more work, but if we could get a couple more, that would be really, and it doesn't have to be anytime soon. It's going to be a while before we make it to Redwood Forest Land, I think. Um, but but if you make a handful more, then we'd have enough to be able to really plop them in, you know, with and without people being able to tell that it's the same tree being rotated around and stuff. Oh man, this is super cool. Yeah, man, it's trees. Trees are. This is so helpful. All these trees are really, really cool. I like this half and half tree too. This is, I remember this is this one used to have the oh, what was it? I don't remember what you were using originally, but it wasn't, it was having some issues, I remember. But this looks really cool with the yellow and the purple. Gumpy would love this. I like that you're doing like skeleton mock-ups too. That's actually really interesting. Oh, it was glass, yeah. I've never seen someone like build it with the different placeholder blocks and stuff to get an idea for the shape, and then recreate. That's actually really smart though, because it's like a tutorial for like how to make, you know, how to make this kind of tree. I don't know. That's super cool though. All right, I really should head out, but super cool trees. Definitely gonna end up somewhere. We're gonna have to build a really cool forest for those. Man, I'm just thinking like, I'm thinking like tree houses and like rope bridges between them and stuff. But yeah, no, this is really incredible. All right, guys, I really have to go because I am super tired. But I will catch you guys later. I'll see you probably maybe Saturday or something like that. But if not, I'll catch you elsewhere on the internet. All right, have a good night, guys. See ya.